Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the LT-432. It's the Tier 8 Russian premium light tank. It's located on the east spawn of Airfield and it's under the command of FiliPer1n0. And yes, he's got 3 marks of excellence on the barrel of that 85mm gun. But as usual, Wargaming has screwed up because there's no engine noises. Yes, it works on some replays, not on all. And unfortunately, it does kind of spoil the game because you don't get to hear the engine's noise. But we can still enjoy FiliPer1n0's replay for what he's about to do to the enemy. Well, he's in the Russian light tank, which is, as I said, got an 85mm gun, 180 alpha. And it'll penetrate through 176mm of armour with the standard rounds. Well, in fact, actually, it's APCR rounds. And oh, he's got a Tiger 2 by the tracks, and that guy just slid off the top, and he's now peppering his rear. His engine must have gone. He's moving very slowly. FiliPer1n0's going to tear him to shreds. Being a light tank, he has good view range, and he's spotted a Panther M10 who's firing in this direction, but he'll go for the target again. Tear this guy to bits. Yeah, he's getting high rolls now. Oh, been spotted. And the Tiger finally gets one back, but it's 297. So he's probably got a 105mm gun. Okay, we're going to wait here a second so we go unspotted. And then we poke our head round the corner, and there he is. Now, he probably will see us, but... oh, no, he doesn't, actually. And we got the top of the Panther M10. Go for the kill shot. Wait for it, wait for it. No, didn't pen. He's the upper plate of the Tiger 2 is particularly tough. So he goes to the turret instead and gets the shell in. Using the premium round, which has got slightly more pen. It's got a 218mm of pen. Okay, who's next? Well, he's found that Panther M10. One shot's enough to finish him off. Got an IKV-90B, but he's been spotted. Go for cover. IS-6, he's a one-shot. Load the premium Ramo and lower plates. Yes, easy for FiliPer1n0. He knows where to put the shell exactly so it gets the maximum effect. And now he's got 3 kills. Now, this is a clever thing to do. You actually go round the corner and on the flat piece to get down, and that way you don't suffer any damage when you dismount from that position. Okay, we've got an EBR who's not paying attention. Now he's firing HE at this one so he can do the maximum damage again. Thank you. Lovely, because the HE rounds on this tank will actually do 300 alpha and 44mm of penetration, so they'll easily go through the Hotchkiss. I don't think that CS-53 meant to do what he did, but it was a bit of a hindrance. And we're back to the APCR now to get the penetration. Go for the Panther, and he's out the game. Okay, we've got a Hellcat up there. He can probably see us at the moment. We didn't get that shot in. We pulled back momentarily. The Hellcat's gone for cover. It's a Super Hellcat as well. Can we get a shot in this, Emil? Probably not, and we won't want to go to the south of the Temple Mount, because if we do, we're going to get shot at by that IS and also by that IKV-90B. But what? The Cupola! He actually gave us the Cupola to play with, and of course, yes, FiliPer1n0 is going to accurately put a shell right through his weak spots. Now, if he stays close to this cliff, the IS won't be able to get shots on him, but he can get shots on the Emil. And he's got the weak hull of this thing to fire at. Remember, it's the turret that's difficult, and well, he didn't get that one in. Oh, he took a round there and a round from the Arty, the GW Panther. So he needs to get out of here. That guy has got a 26-second reload, but we don't want to lose another 247 hit points or more. Okay, we're back to that Super Hellcat, but we're going to deal with the IS. Oh, Super Hellcat there. Where did the IS go? Oh, he was killed already. Okay, we've got an ELC other side of the runway, but I think he wants to deal with this Emil 1, and he's been spotted. The Panther just bounced around off him. He's going to try and kill the Emil first. Got no shots. No shot. No. Oh, he has got a shot now. Goes for the lower plate and he gets it. Pulls back before the Panther could respond. He's firing blind. He doesn't know where FiliPer1n0 is, obviously. And there goes the Panther 2. He wasn't paying attention, and our Emil came round and finished him off. Okay, now we've got their Emil, who's very low on hit points, and we can just about see him. Okay, side. Yes, easily to go through the side of the turret from the Emil. And can he get another shot in? No, not from this moment. He's gone below the rise. But we've got an E25 up there. And he's not paying attention to us. So we pay attention to him instead. Or rather, FiliPer1n0 does. And that's one round in. That's another. He's tracked him. He's going to stay there until he fixes his tracks. He fixes his tracks a bit late. Takes the next round and dies. So a bit of a waste of an E25. But there you go. Okay, can we get a shot on that EXC? No, not from here. It was a good aim, but he didn't get it in, and he was spotted. Now I suspect it was the Emil that spotted him rather than the ELC, but we can't see the Emil at the moment. Or maybe it was that IKV-90B. There's the Emil. Just make him out. He's going up the rise again. But our guys are starting to move in, and there goes the Emil, so he's out the game. Now, it is possible to slide down the cliff, but that Super Hellcat's paying attention to our teammates. That's one round in, a high roll. He's pulled back behind cover, but he's now taking fire. So this is where it gets really difficult to get down the cliff, because you can take damage if you're not careful. Okay, he's loading an HE round. Nice, 298, which is a low roll actually. And the IKV's gone. T54, first prototype. He's loaded with the wrong ammunition at the moment, but I suppose he will stay with the HE for the moment because that Super Hellcat's still there. And I don't think the T54 could see FiliPer1n0. There's only 3 enemies left. There goes the Super Hellcat, so he can load the standard, or in fact he's loading the premium because he's run out of standard. Side of the turret didn't pen. Okay, that's awkward. That one did though. Again, a low roll, and there's the GW. He's been spotted using the rock for cover. They were firing in our direction, but they missed. Got the front of the turret to the T54 this time. It didn't pen, but he's using the rock for cover, putting forward just to get into cover. He can still see the T54. Yes! Side of the turret, and that's a Radley Walters. And that was the end of the game. A fairly well battered LT-432. And here's the end of battle results from that game. And it was an ace tanker for FiliPer1n0 in the LT-432. No surprise, he's had ace tankers in this little tank before. In fact, he actually called it lame, but no, it was actually very good. It was instructional almost to see which targets to go for and which ammo to select. He got a hand of gold for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 14, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him in the process, and also a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. Out of the epic and the battle hero medals, he got a Radley Walters for getting at least 8 enemy kills, and when he took out the T54 first prototype, that gave him his 8th. And you got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, tanker sniper for dealing the most damage at a distance of at least 300 meters, and of course a top gun for getting at least 6 kills in the game. Let's have a look at the team scores and see where he was. Well, he's actually at the top of the table, no surprise, 5,562 hit points of damage from that game. The next high scorer being the Emil 1 on the enemy team with 2,737, followed by his own Object 274A with 2,442. When it came to kills, he was streets ahead of the rest. He had 8 kills, the P-43 had 3, and so did the IKV-90 Type B. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's more than double the next highest scorer. The 1,860 base experience points for FiliPer1n0, 830 for the E25 on his own team, and 827 for the Object 274A. He fired 37 rounds in that game. 35 of them hit the target, and only 30 actually penetrated. Yeah, I'm surprising really. His accuracy is very, very, very good indeed. But obviously on a couple of occasions he was unlucky that he didn't get the shell in, like when he fired at the T-54 first prototype, or missing the shot on the Super Hellcat. I think he did miss at least one shot on that guy. But he did do 5,562 hit points of damage, of which 3,111 was at more than 300 meters. Amazing. 7 hits received from the enemy, 3 penetrations, 3 non-penetrations, and 1 hit by way of splash damage from the GW Panther. 775 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 6 enemy vehicles spotted, 12 enemy vehicles damaged and 8 killed. That means there was only 3 enemy tanks he didn't put a bit of damage into, and 953 hit points of damage assistance. I think that may have been spotting assist as well. On a free-to-play account, he earned 104,318 credits, got 31,295 from battle payments, a total of 135,613 credits altogether. And after repair, ammunition, resupply, consumables, he still made a profit of 69,653 credits for the game. 1,860 base XP, 186 for this being a premium vehicle, and 2,046 experience points altogether. So the LT-432 is a very good tank. It's only got an 85mm gun. It's fast. It's well, 70 kilometers an hour top speed. It's very flat, very difficult to get shots on. And in the hands of an expert, it can literally dominate a battle, as you saw here. A light tank can take on the heavies on their own game and beat the pants off them. It just needs the right player to do it. And FiliPer1n0 really does know how to play with this tank and make it work. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.